I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. NAZIYAH, spiritual readings, special guests. I do have some special guests that will be joining me. My first special guest will be Bree from the Kada Scott case, Aunt Bree. She's backstage, and I'm going to be bringing her up shortly. Salute to the chat. Salute to all of my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. I just have some quick announcements, and then I'm going to bring Bree up, and we're going to get a spiritual reading from Bree. Now, tomorrow at 3 p.m., I will be on the table talk with Sister Selena, and we will be discussing relationships. And the topic will be, will you convert to another religion for the sake of your significant other? Will you give up your religion for your significant other? A lot of people, when they're in relationships, they have these kind of issues. I've been in this situation before. I don't date Muslim men. I don't date men that don't go to church. I don't date men that believe like you believe, Shank Rock. So in order for you to be with me, you're going to have to convert to this religion, or you're going to have to get away from the religion that you practice. So if you're not doing nothing tomorrow at 3 p.m., please pull up on me for the discussion on the table talk. Also, if you are looking to attend a roller skate event in Africa, my family, Tour Africa _net is hosting a roller skating trip to Ghana. So if you're interested in going to the motherland on a skating trip, reach out to Tour Africa _net on
I am
Instagram.
Tammy Ross from LA. Practically lived in Ghana for 5 years now. I met great people and talented skaters. My passion for skating led to creating the Africa on Wheels Skate and Culture Tour to encourage people to do what they love in the motherland too. I've met very creative skaters, but noticed there are not many safe places to skate, although
the
they make it
2026
happen
Skate
indeed.
Empowerment Tour to Ghana itinerary includes 7 days in 2 regions, traditional welcome ceremony, meet and greet mingle, Ghana Skate live presentation, 4 historical and cultural attractions, community skate workshop, massages by waterfalls, the Cape Coast Annual Festival, doing business in Ghana conference.
You will skate at various safe locations and participate in the Cape Coast Annual Festival to include indoor skate rink in Accra, the main city. All travelers will be.
Once again, if you're interested in a roller skating trip to Ghana, please see Tour Africa _net on Instagram. Now, for the main attraction for this demonstration, the spiritual readings. Appreciate this super sticker, Tamara. Now, I want everyone to just keep an open mind. I had to keep an open mind for me to really, really receive and really understand the spiritual readings. Even though it might not be your cup of tea, let's just take this opportunity to hear from the spiritual readings referring in reference to the NAZIYAH case, because my first guest, Aunt Bree, her track record speaks for itself. So if she was able to at least find the remains of these victims, for me, that's a home run. Now, when it gets to holding people accountable, that's another story. But in the NAZIYAH Harris case, don't we all want to know where NAZIYAH Harris is? All right. Appreciate this super sticker, Charlotte. Can you hear me, Bree? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you and you sound good. And we going to get through this demonstration with no interruption. So all that, evil stuff that was trying to intercept our demonstration with Kata Scott, we going to go ahead and say, depart from us. How you doing this evening, Bree?
I'm good. How's everybody? Peace, love, and light.
Now, a lot of my guests that's watching, they missed the first demonstration that you pulled up and we spoke about Kata Scott. So let's just give all my newbies that is watching you for the first time, just give us one or maybe two cases that you were able to at least find the remains of the victims.
Kata Scott, Quaddy Diaz's son, the young lady in Philly with the fire. And to my spirit babies and everybody in the comments, hey y'all, I love y'all. I see y'all. In many more cases, I mean, they never was brought to the forefront, but it was other cases that I have solved. Offhand. So that's where we at right now. Now, as far as like the Kata case, y'all know that's the big topic right now. So that's the ultimate topic. But like I said before, most of the time spirits come to me. I don't go looking for them, And when they come to me, that's because they know who I am. So they want me to get to the bottom of it. It's not so much for like authority. It's more so for their comfort, if that makes sense. Even if nobody understands in this type of lifestyle, or is simply scared from it, whatever the case may be, we have to understand that the transition doesn't care about that. The transition only cares about feeling free, like feeling like they have some sense of comfort and relief. That's what they really be wanting. So, with Kata, her funeral with her homecoming is tomorrow. Her homegoing is tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of chaotic things going on, based upon you going to have the city of Philadelphia out there. I might as well just say that, Not to mention, she's not. She knows she's okay, but she wants to be fully at rest. But over time, she knows that's going to have to happen in a whole different light, like I explained to you last time. I feel like with her, she's more happy that she was found so she can be laid to rest the proper way. Same thing with Quaddy and Asar with us Diaz kids, or her son and her son friend. The young lady is still uneasy with the fire based upon they didn't do a good job with that either. Okay, I mean we know, but they didn't do a good job with that. In other cases, this cases like Mississippi, stuff like that. So those are cases that's not even from my hometown. So, most cases don't hit platforms like this because it's so many people that go missing, all the above. So we sitting here, you would be like, what case is that? Because it doesn't even show up, So most of the time it'd be families and stuff that be like, can I contact you for this and that? Can I get some help and some clarity on what actually happened to my brother or my sister or my mom, my dad, whatever the case may be. So that's how that usually goes.
Okay. and I reached out to you about the Naziah Harris case,
Yes.
because we really need to bring her home so she can rest. Do you know anything about the case? Have you heard about the case?
I've heard about the case. You know, that disturbs me. So I'm not good with when it comes to SA situations with kids. So I heard it, but I fleed it. But I will say it kept like popping up on TikTok a lot at one point. It was like going crazy on TikTok at one point. So she was crazy because this lady, I guess she was a medium or whatever, but she was on my for you page and she was calling on her. So what I did pick up was that was not her she was calling on. I also picked up was that baby wasn't settled, you know. But I left it alone because again I told you I can't help everybody, you know. So I'm sorry. Let me put that on mute. So whatever the case is, when that happened with her, I said, something up with this baby, you know? I said something ain't right with this baby. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna skip past it. And you, you, I go on TikTok today.
Blame it on Shank Rock.
It's
Look, blame
Shake's
it on
fault.
Shank Rock.
It's
I
Shake's
get
fault.
blamed all the
It's
time.
definitely Shake's fault. So I go on there today, and who pops up on my timeline? Naziah. So I'm looking at the whole case or whatever, the guy in court recently, that the uncle or something, and I'm simply sitting there. Now, what I will tell you is that I asked her if she want to come forward. What I'm not going to do is I don't believe in forcing spirits to do things they don't want to do. So she's willing to tell me things and tell me things. If she don't, then she doesn't. What she did give was it wasn't just the uncle. This baby has been SA'd since she was about, I'm gonna say between the ages of 7 and 9, starting. Uh, she's been passed around a lot too. So how when I say that, I mean like this. You know how when family members and stuff come over, or people have some type of family gatherings and things, other men get they disgusting and they do disgusting things. Did the baby like it? No. The uncle made her feel comfortable at what he was doing to her, like he groomed her or something. This aunt knew from day one that he was essaying her, and not just her, but other kids. To sum it all up, she was jealous of her niece. Long story short, because I'm like, well, who's the lady, whatever. But it's not just the uncle. It's a dark skin guy involved. Dark skin guy. Um, probably like, yeah, I don't know, probably like 50 something, if that. Probably somewhere in between that range. You know what I mean? Or late 40s or early 50s or something like that. Definitely involved. Definitely did things with her. Um, I did read about her leaving the shop he had that he had owned and taking her somewhere, but that's not what I picked up. I don't pick up none of that. I pick up that he been knew she was pregnant. Um, the aunt that has kids with him, that was a team effort thing. That's a team effort thing. Um, the aunt had hands on like crazy. The aunt was kicking this girl, punching this girl, doing all types of crazy shit. He actually was telling the aunt to stop. She was trying to defend herself with the aunt, like I'm with the baby situation and all of that. Now, what I can sidebar, we keep popping up in and out to me is it's some type of gate and dog around. and her body was in that dirt where that gate and that dog is at, and it's nearby. It's not. She's not far from wherever she lives there or something like that. It's a place that he knows very well. Um, then I like go on the sidetrack things and I pick up. They try to throw her into some type of water. So she's like near dirt and I keep ping ponging it, dirt and water. But I feel like I don't know why I keep seeing these type of dogs, like these dumb what them canine dogs, it's like German shepherds or something.
Yeah.
I see dogs, I see gates, I see that baby body there. But then they moved her.
Wow.
And they moved her based upon, I guess it was getting too fishy, it was getting too hot. So what helped me clear it up was I went back on TikTok to see everything that everybody was posting about her and things like that. And I see a clip where people came over the aunt in them house or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She just came back from moving her. That aunt did when they came to that house. And her sister knows too. And you know who else knows? The grandmother. The grandmother knew, but the grandmother played a role like she didn't know. Very well aware of that. What else? That's what I got so far. I'm gonna have to really I called on her, but me calling on her, I want to go in the dark. I want to sit to myself and allow her to come forward if she wants to come forward. Because one thing too for certain, I don't know who know this, you don't force spirits to do nothing they don't want to do. That baby is surfacing. That baby, what I will say about this baby is that she has a very strong energy. And what I will say about this baby is that her spirit is not broken, no matter what had happened to her. What I will say about this baby is that her pregnancy, how long far term was, she was no more than about, I'm going to say not even a good whole 2 months yet. Early on, probably like 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. They took something, I don't know what it was that they took, but they took something and made people think that she was one place and she was another place. I'm not sure what I'm picking up on it, but it's something that they took from her to make her feel like she was one place, but she wasn't. I'm telling y'all, whatever somebody knows, if anybody know, she was near a gate, like a house, like some type of house where a gate was at in the dirt. I'm telling you where she was at.
Her family, and I don't mean to cut you off, but her family member is here. Kenya says the spot. Oh my God, we start to go to this specific spot and it has a dog. Continue. I'm sorry, Bree.
Yeah, Kenya, I think that you guys will find clues there. I do think that what happened was when this case started getting bigger, they moved her body. He couldn't do it, but the help of others did it. I do believe it was her, the aunt, and I do believe it was somebody else, manly, that would help do it. The man that I'm talking about in the description of besides the uncle, brown, like your complexion, Shank. Not big guy, average size. Just gives off weird, them old men that get drunk and get nasty and just one of them. This has happened to this baby frequently to the point where as though she's immune to grown men. I put it like that. He's not her first. And it has been times where she has situations. It's like she's a portal for men or something like that. Look at that spirit. It's like she's a portal for men. You saw it?
I saw it.
For certain things and stuff like that. And you see, that's a spirit right there. It's making my feather go around. So for y'all don't know what that is, that's a spirit. That's her, actually. So see how she comes? And this is what they do. They'll come and they'll let their presence be known, and then they go about their business. But last time I was on here, they did it too. But it wasn't the same way.
Now, I didn't see it the last time, but I saw it.
Not the feather was with you last time. Last time it was like a glare. It was a glare in the back. This
Okay.
time that's that baby, and because feathers don't go up and go down and go up. I mean, they do, but I could just tell. But anyway, so yeah, the guy, she wasn't feeling it. Um, when I say everybody knew, everybody knew. Okay. Now, the grandma. She, how can I put this? The grandma. I'm disturbed with the grandma because you knew, but you pretend that you didn't know, and you sided with your daughters because those are you. They like best friends or something, like her and her daughters or something. Um, the aunt who baby dad that is, she hates that little girl. I'm talking
That's
about even now.
what I say.
Okay, she has no remorse. She has no compassion. She's actually irritated that he's incarcerated. Um, but something's about to come out. He's not going to take that for a rap. She's going to get exposed. That other guy that I'm talking about is going to get exposed, whoever he is. Um, they all need to burn in fucking hell. Um, and something up with the rest of those kids in that house. I don't know what's up with the rest of those kids in that house, but I feel like Spirit is showing me that they were getting groomed as well as they were coming up. Okay. The little girl, Naziah, that's her name, right? The little girl, Naziah, she was mature, but she was only mature because how he groomed her.
Facts.
Hearing the disturbing things that was said about her on this case is crazy. Uh, so again, remember I said to you on the Kata situation how we got to separate the sweet innocent rule, and we got to even get forefronts. So the baby's always going to be sweet and innocent because she's 13. You understand what I'm saying? But now we got to get in her head and act like her. We're talking about a 13-year-old baby that has abandonment issues from her mother and her father. Number one, she's seeking love. You understand? She simply has none of that because grandmom is a bunch of kids in the house or whatever. And then you have jealous aunts because it's a pretty baby, And then you look at them and I see them and I'm like, okay, so you didn't care about none of what he had going on. You just wanted somebody to love you. Um, we're talking about a baby that was outsmarting the whole house for real. We're talking about a baby that she might have been 13 in age, but she thought she was 21
That's facts.
at heart, you know?
That's facts. Facts.
Um, so that so-called what they talking about, this test thing that they found, they been knew she was pregnant. That's nothing that was new. They been knew. It actually was an argument between him and the baby mom about the whole situation. She was groomed to accept it and know what it was. Because if you think by 2 seconds in that house where she lived at, I'm going to know where my niece is at a certain hour or whatever the case if they all live in the same house. I check rooms. You understand? To this day, I
Facts.
check rooms. My kids is grown because
Facts.
I know something ain't right, and if I can feel something, especially when you're connected to another soul, you're going to feel something's wrong. So she knew what was going on in that house. She accepted that because, well, here's the thing about her. Her ass can't find nobody else. So she gonna deal with that. She thought he was God gift to the world. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him do what he do with her. But now I envy her. She beat that baby to a pulp. He told her to stop. That baby, that I don't know what type of poison stuff they said he gave her, or whatever. No, she was kicking her. She was kicking her. She was kicking her, kicking her, and he pushed her and he told her to stop. He took her body. I don't know this. The aunt, you know what I'm talking about when I say this. It's a gate, and it's a dog, and it's like a back of a house or something. I keep seeing this vision, and they put her ass there, but the cops was near there. I keep saying cops walk past it, the same shit they did with Kata. And then they said they didn't see her. That was a perfect timing for whoever he talked to and to remove that. Now, where I'm picking up at in between those two, she's near this type of woods and this water. So clothes is one place, but her body is somewhere else. That baby, you won't recognize her if they pulled her up right now. That's for sure. You're not going to recognize her. We're talking about how long she's been missing. She's been missing past longer than I pick up. She's missing past longer than 6 months. Not only was she missing more than 6 months, she in the water.
2 years, and her family member Kenya wants to know, is she buried?
She's in the water. They buried her at first, and then somebody moved her. When does this come out? Is it a case? The case coming up again, right?
Yeah, June, I believe January the 9th, 2024, she went missing. They don't report it for 30 days later. He's scheduled for trial February 23rd of 2026. So 2 years.
What? Where's Y'all have woods. Where they live at?
Can
Where, what's
can I bring the aunt up? Cause
Yeah, please. That helps me.
Kenya, if you can click on the link, come on up, Kenya. East side. And that water, other spiritual readers mention the same thing. And that's why it's like, whoa.
They said water too, right?
They said water too. And another spiritual reading said that she saw it was a cemetery and she saw the Aunt
Buried.
Shan digging. This is the Kenya. There you go, Kenya.
Hi, Kenya. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. Hi.
All right. So, can you tell me where I keep picking up like dogs, but I keep picking up like you know how you keep the dogs in the backyard in the gate, but I keep picking up this gate, and the gate is silver, like metal, like a regular gate that you latch. But I keep
Mm-hmm.
picking up dirt, and they buried her underneath of there, and then I keep picking up. Once that started, they started discovering people was looking for her, that they moved her to these waters. But the waters I keep seeing is not too far from where the gatehouse is at. It's woods and stuff there. But somebody got sloppy in between. Somebody got sloppy, and the aunt went and cleaned it up. I want y'all to stay tuned for whatever's about to come up, because that man is going to tell on the aunt and whoever else is involved. He's not going to take that full rap by himself. I promise you.
That's what I said. If he didn't do it, then he's definitely going to eventually break and give us the information that we need. What's crazy is that what you said about the dog. Remember when we went out to Frog Island, Shank? Remember, we went out to Frog Island, me, Roxy, and there was someone else with us. The reason why we went out to Frog Island, what's crazy is that she does readings as well. And
Mm-hmm.
she said that she went to this particular spot on the east side, and she said she just kept getting this feeling, and they had a dog that was
Mm-hmm.
blocking from going back
Mm-hmm.
too close to that house,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a gate as well, so you could not get around that dog without that dog alerting people. And that's crazy that you mentioned that dog, because she said she couldn't get around, and we were supposed to go over there, but we never did.
To add on to that, it was cops out there. I picked up
Mm.
cops out there. Like they
And the
didn't tell
house is
you,
on Shoemaker.
they didn't tell you guys that, but they went out there on their own investigation.
Mm.
I don't know if y'all system felt like our system felt in Philadelphia, but they only gonna
It
do but
does.
so much.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got sloppy. It was something with something left behind, like I don't know, like a hair tie or something, like some a piece of her clothing or something. And he talks in codes to her when he was talking to her over the phone
Yeah.
to the aunt, and whatever he
Mm.
told her in code, that's when they went and got their baby from that underneath that doghouse. Now you might still could find something underneath that doghouse, but they was
Mm.
smart. But they went and took that baby, and they took that baby to some waters near some woods. That baby in that water. And if y'all said that
Mm.
baby been missing for 2 years, I mean, at this point, you know,
Be gone. Yeah. There is
um,
water not too far from that from their house.
that's where she's at. Wherever that wood I'm seeing with that water is where she's at. Because okay, so now I get it. The dog would have digged her up. The
Makes
dog would
sense.
have digged her up. So they was trying to think fast, but they was thinking slow at the same time. So once
Mm.
he got arrested, and whoever the guy is with, who's the guy that's dark skin, like dark brown skin, like Shank?
It's got to be King.
Who's that?
Gotta be king.
It's got to be King.
Who's that? Another
He was
uncle?
working. Him and Jarvis are friends, and they was working
Mm,
together in the shop.
okay, makes sense. Make perfect sense. Um, now I did hear about the shop and all of that stuff, but I didn't know what the guy looked like. So I heard about him, but I didn't know what he looked like because they never showed him. So unless they ain't showing on my page, but definitely him. He's another one. He's another one for sure.
Mm.
For sure, for sure. Um, we have to understand at this point, and I just want to say this to this whole show, simply because the authorities don't say nothing to you or they say they don't have anything does not mean that it's not accurate. Is accurate. You understand? Meaning that sometimes it's past the authorities because you're talking about people that have 9 to 5s and families that they care about, and they're going to go home. The only people that's worried right now is you. You see how you are right now? That's who's going to make sure that they get to the bottom of things. And your spirit is heavy because that's your, and you feel, and I'm going to tell you another thing that I picked up on you. Stop blaming yourself. It's not your fault. You feel guilty because you feel like you could have took her, but you did what you could. You still her aunt. She still loves you. Stop
I'm
blaming
her
yourself,
cousin. I'm
cousin,
not her aunt.
aunt.
I'm her cousin. Yeah.
But you're aunt figure.
I could have helped. Yeah, I could. I could have. I could have gotten a hold of her if I would have knew.
It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to blame yourself. It's all right. Sometimes things is out of our control. That doesn't mean it's your fault. You understand? This baby has been enduring pain since she has moved in that household. Not just because she was being essayed, because she has abandonment issues of her mother and her father.
I can believe that.
You understand? So she found comfort and love from her. What do you call that? Um,
Her
uh,
grandmother, auntie. Oh, the
and the assault.
Jarvis.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
So
The monster.
she,
The
yeah, the
monster.
monster. Look at that spirit. Look at that spirit.
Saw it. I saw it.
Like that's the second time in the flu. That baby is in here heavy.
Saw it.
Um, and that was for you, by the way. That wasn't for me. That was for the aunt. I mean, the cousin. She looked at you as an aunt. That's why I keep saying aunt. I don't say cousin. Um, the best way to do that is to go figure out what you can find by that gate where that dog is at. I'm not even going to pretend to tell you to go near nobody's water that you're not going to find nothing.
Yeah.
What I will do and say to you and the family, because you guys have not been able to put her to rest the way you want to, what I will say is light you some white candles and put some pictures up with her and have a visual for her, respectfully. Because either way, she has to be resonated a certain way.
We
I'm gonna
we
tell you,
don't want to let go until we know. We don't want to let go until we know if what happened to her. We don't want to let go till we find out.
You don't have to let go, but give her some sense of comfort and peace. I ain't simply saying move on and let life go on, but just give her some sense of comfort and peace. She knows y'all care. Just what candles represent is to keep the line of communication open from our world to that world. A white candle. Once you light that wick, it's initiated.
Okay.
Okay? That's
I'll
what
do
I'm
that.
explaining to you. And
I'll
have
do
a
that.
picture up and just communicate with her. Ask her to show you what is it that you need to see. She'll come to you in your dreams, a vision, because we have gifts. We just choose to block them. So when we're in traumatic situations like this, those gifts prevail.
But
So just go ahead.
when my daughter and we started looking for her, I told my daughter, I said, she in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I told her she was in the water.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely in the water. They moved that aunt. Is she still walking the streets?
Uh, is she still? Yeah, she's not locked up or anything.
Mm.
Not yet.
She need her ass whooped real bad.
That ain't all she need done.
No, for real. That's accurate. And those babies that's in that house, they need to be cared after as well. Somebody they need to be taken in for some type of psychiatrist and things of that sort. Um, far as the baby girl that we're on, the topic that we're on, yes, definitely in the water. Definitely was near that dog. I don't know why she keeps showing me this dog. The dog is very. I'm scared of dogs, period. But like the dog is very like and a big dog,
It
a
is a big
canine.
dog.
In my vision, that's what I seen. Like
Mhm.
and I just see him tucked under the dirt underneath the gate.
Mm,
Like you know how dirt go underneath a gate sometimes, like a sloop. Like you know how dogs scratch and scratch and scratch.
yeah.
So I feel like something was showing up that was the aunt was going to check on it, and something was showing up, and he told her in code over the phone, "Get that out of there." Now, who helped her? I don't know. I can't pick that up. One thing I ain't gonna do is be a liar. I cannot pick up who helped her, but for sure, whoever helped her definitely took her to those waters not too far from where that gate is at. They was lazy with it.
They had to
They
wait
was
till the water unthawed.
Yeah, they was lazy with it. Um,
Mm, mm, mm.
and as far as that baby that was inside of her has transitioned. Well, should I say reincarnated?
Mm.
Um, give her a sense of comfort. Like I said, candles. I'm not telling you to mourn and have your repast or whatever thing is. Candles are a form of communication. White candles for protection and purification, and it's called candle magic. So what happens is you ever see people when somebody transition, they always putting candles outside and things like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand what that means, but that's keeping the lines of communication open from our world to the transition. So light you a candle in the house. I'm using the Patron bottle. I'm sorry. Light you a candle in the house, and before you light that wick, you talk to the candle. You ask the candle what it needs to do, and you ask the candle to allow you to have some form of communication with your niece. You say her name, and you say her birth date. You want to knock 3 times because that's how you call on spirit. And you ask only to speak to her. You don't ask anybody else to come in. And I promise you, it may not be that very moment, but she's going to start showing you things. Keep her resonated. Keep a picture up. Keep that candle burning deli. One burn out, put another one up. Keep it burning deli. And that's how you know her warmth is around and she's around and things like that. She's here. That's why you see all those feathers and things. She's happy that I came and told. Now that she knows I'm speaking on this, she's going to come to me more. She's going to try to tell me dreams. She's going to do something. She's going to make me know. But she gave me that bit of information. And mind you, I had this information when I first seen it on my timeline. And I was like, but I was scrolling because it's so, I don't like stuff like that. So I was scrolling and scrolling. And I said, that baby, because when you know how they stick little clips and stuff, I said, that they ain't going to find that baby. That baby is by the doghouse or whatever the case is. But I clearly see that she wants me to be involved because somehow I wound up back here on Shank show talking about her. And I want you to have a sense of comfort. I want your family to have a sense of comfort. Based upon one thing about the transition is this: how situations happen is very horrific, and it can be very horrible. Um, but to know when you have a spirit like that baby that she got, to have a strong one how she has, she simply wants to walk. She wants to go ahead. She started, but it's not finished because she realizes that she's not at rest. If that makes sense? Like you guys didn't get a chance to do how you wanted to do because she's more worried about y'all as well. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They can't leave y'all like that. They don't feel comfortable to. She has accepted what has happened, I'm going to say around the beginning of this year. But she simply can't leave y'all based upon y'all being like that. She has more she wants y'all to find. She has more she wants y'all to see. And y'all will find it. I promise. You will. The more you believe in spirit, the more you find things. I promise you. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All
Feel
right,
better.
Shay. I will.
All
We
right.
will.
Thank you.
We praying.
Thank you.
All right.
Can you coming up?
Drop me down, Shay.
Okay. Um, let me
Somebody
come
said
to
they
my.
seen an orb in my background. Y'all seen an orb in my background? She's floating these feathers and stuff.
Let me come to my chat for a second. The dove is guarding what I believe is a secret ex trafficking ring. The waters were frozen. Bree says she was moved here recently, maybe the last year or so. I'm saying a year or so. Dream Chaser, I totally understand. I know because I did witchcraft. Oh, wow. Strong survived. We sent it. NAZIYAH won't let you go once she got a hold of you. I tried to walk away from the case. I keep coming back. And it was Kata Scott's case or another case that came to me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what made me go towards the Kata Scott case. I
Mm-hmm.
said, let me cover the Kata Scott case. Because if I didn't cover the Kata Scott case, I wouldn't have never crossed paths with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't have never. Go ahead.
That's what they do. They make maps. That's what spirits do. They already see what the vision is, but we didn't see what the vision was. So in order for me to meet you, it was a Kata case. In order for me to get the Kata case and get to the NAZIYAH case, this is the foundation of it. This is how spirits work.
Let me ask you something. And I'm going to probably answer my own question. But is that why they say when someone passes away to laugh,
Mm-hmm.
joke, and
Yes.
that's to send them off, to let them go? Because
Yes.
if you're in sorrow, if you're crying, if you're holding on to them, it's hard for them to make that transition to that higher
Exactly.
level.
Exactly. Because they want to be able to go through the realms. But if you're mourning them a certain way, they're more worried about you than you worried about them. Um, like I said in Islam, women are not supposed to wail more than 3 days over their husbands. You understand? Uh, Everything has a spiritual aspect. Or even when we have urns, people put their families in ashes and urns, you're trapping them. You're supposed to put them in the water or in the dirt. You know why? Because we deal with emotion and we're human. And most of us don't understand that world versus this world. This world is temporary, but once you get you we become selfish with love, and we have to understand that we all have our time. No, I'm not talking about how the time is. We all have our time. So we get so caught up in our people that we don't think like that. So now when our loved ones transition, we can't take it. We don't know how to cope. You see people fighting each other. You see people getting mad, angry, depressed, all the above, because we don't understand This world is temporary. That baby, she's walking, but she's strong. So she comes back to give clues because she wants to not only for her, but for her baby too.
And in all her videos, we show how at her young age, how independent she was. She
Mm-hmm.
was making her own clothes.
Hmm.
Um, and it's so sad because she recognized that even though the monster, but she recognized that she had to be dependent on somebody, and she
Mm-hmm.
recognized that, well, I'm gonna have to be dependent on this monster. Then,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, it
And
is
that's
what it is.
and
Go
that's
ahead.
the thing of why she thought that was love. You got a father. Where's her dad? Is he deceased?
Yeah, the dad passed away of a heart attack, I believe. He had a heart
Where's the
attack.
mother? Where's the mother?
The mom, I'm gonna say allegedly, the mom allegedly is on drugs. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what prohibits the mom from being in her life, as a mom.
So heavy abandonment issues. Um, Go to the grandmom, but it's too many of them. So grandmama hands is full. Then you have the aunts that's more like your big sisters than your aunt. And now you have this lurking man who's a pedophile at Disney World, you know? So in a house every day. So yeah, I need love. I need to be feeling a certain way. He groomed that baby since that baby was like six, between the ages of 6 to 8, like I said. But she gonna start tearing up shit in my house tonight, by the way. But in a good way. But
And
at
when
the end of
she and when she do it, don't put me in no glass jar
the
talking about Steve Shank, you got me into this. So I'm gonna put your funky ass in the glass jar. And if I end up in the glass jar, y'all know
look, look,
Bree
look,
done
look,
it.
look. You see
Yeah,
it? I was talking
I
about her.
see
There
it.
she.
I see.
Every time she
Leave me
say something
out of
about
it.
it, here she come. Get him,
Leave me out
Naziyah.
of it, Bree. But Earth Angel, now she was out there. Earth Angel said, Naziah led me to the area where that Doug is. And
Mm.
I'm from Baltimore, so I say Doug. I know you probably like Doug. What's a
Yeah, what is
Doug,
that?
Shank? A four-legged creature with a tail that bark. I'm from Baltimore. We
Ah,
say
okay,
Doug.
okay, okay.
We say Doug instead of dog. But let me finish. Naziah led me to the area where that Doug is. The
Mm-hmm.
Doug is guarding a area of what appears to be vacant houses. The area
Mm.
is near a chain link fence. I was at the place Bree described. Now let me just say this. How did Bree know that? You never spoke with nobody in my chat. You never knew that information. You ain't have
No.
enough time. You ain't have enough
Mm-mm.
time to the things that you were saying. You ain't have enough time to study it, find it, and if you did, I'm sure you would have forgot some things.
Shank, I ain't had that time to do half the stuff I was doing today, okay? So I know I had time to do that. Like even with the case, like I skimmed through the case on TikTok real quick right before I got on here because I still got other people in lot. When it comes to tarot card reads, all that type of stuff. So I'm like, oh, let me see if I could like connect to something real quick. But it wasn't enough info. But what I did, like in that, what I gave you, that been sitting with me when I first seen it. And that was in the summertime.
Wow.
Yeah, that was in the summertime. That's not something I got tonight. That was in the summertime. So, but it didn't resonate to me after that because I fleed it away because I don't like stuff like that. So it don't sit well with me. But I believe you will find something with that, but you're not gonna find nothing unless somebody goes above and beyond to go in that water to do what they need to do. And at that point, we're talking about y'all said how long? 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah. But don't give up to the family. Don't give up. I would never do that. But I definitely would simply resonate her for sure. Don't just keep asking questions and things like that. I would resonate her. Definitely resonate her. That's all I got for you tonight, brother.
Wow. Anybody in the chat while we have Bree up here? Anybody in the chat? Drop a comment or question. Anybody in the chat that may want to.
I got asthma, excuse me.
Any questions for Bree?
What was you had other mediums up here? What were they saying? Was they on to one point?
Q. Matter of fact, let me drop the link for Q. Um, Q was spot on as well.
That's good.
Q, if you can click on the Blue StreamYard link, and also Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire, if you're watching, and if you would like to come up, click on the Blue StreamYard link. Now, I'm not going to quote a lot from Rain of Fire because I don't want to misquote her, but I'm sure everybody that's been following the case, I'm sure y'all have, tapped into Rain of Fire. But Rain of Fire talks about a guy in a burrow. She talks about her being in a burrow. She talks about water. She also talks about the cemetery. And Shannon and some other people were out there digging. Now, Q is a spiritual reading as well. So you could come in, Q, and y'all could share y'all notes and build. Come on in, Q.
I want to first send my condolences to Bree
Oh, thank you, love.
about Kayla.
Thank you so much.
But the vision I had got from NAZIYAH was basically what she showed me was what Shannon did, and I seen Marquita standing on the side, and I seen Shannon arguing with her, like going back and forth, and then it got intense. And then Shannon picked up something sharp and heavy and bust upside the head with it. And then she basically, NAZIYAH fell and blacked out, and she never, got back up off the ground. And then Shannon panicked, like she was in panic in the hysteric mode, like what has she done? And she grabbed the phone, and then it took me out the vision. And then I also seen that she got hold to a chemical. She was forced to drink something. I didn't see no women faces or nothing like that. This time I just heard a woman's voice. She was forced to drink something, and that probably explained why she was balled up on the floor at school.
When you, so I seen the part where you seen when they was arguing. Was she just arguing with, in your vision, was she just arguing with the sister you talking about, right?
Shannon, the aunt, the one that got the kids by Jarvis.
She was
and
arguing.
I seen the other sister standing on the side just looking.
Okay, yeah, because in mine, I see her arguing with him. And I also see her kicking her in her stomach because she was so, like, she was hot, like, frustrated, like, annoyed, like, I hate her, that type of stuff. She crashed out, as they look at. She crashed out, as they would say. Do you see what I see when it comes to the doghouse and the gate and stuff?
I know Ray the Fire mentioned that, but my medium ain't as strong as y'all, but she had taught me how to raise my spirituality up.
You gonna get there.
But I'm just being honest to telling you what I saw, because I'm not gonna sit up here and lie.
You on point. That's how I am. If I don't know, I don't know. I ain't about to sit here and make nothing up now.
But I had to talk to Ray the Fire because she mentioned about NAZIYAH being at Jarvis' shop. And when it happened, and I had to tell her I saw it happen at the house. When she got hit in the head, and Ray the Fire started crying and said she believed me.
See, I don't pick up nothing but till I get to that daggone gate. I get to that gate.
But Ray the Fire did pick up about the gate and the dog. So you and her is on point. Like I say, y'all spirituality a little bit higher than mine. I can only tell you what she showed me.
Can I ask y'all?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I ask, did they dismember her?
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. They did what they had to do. They dismembered her. They dismembered Kata. They dismembered them. I know people don't like to hear things like this, but you gotta call it a spade sometimes. And it's sad because that baby 13, that baby is real petite too. So it wasn't hard to break her up,
Yeah, but
Not at all.
that honor had to do that. She already knew what she was dealing with. She knew that man was a pedo.
She knew, but you talking about somebody like her? She don't know. She thinks she ain't never gonna find love, so she was willing to accept anything. She's sick in the head though. So she the type that you would like that go get kids for people and give them to pedophiles. Like she's one of
Yeah,
those.
but what I'm picking up, I feel like all of them being molested,
That's
including Shannon and
yes,
the twins.
yes, yes, and
And
that's
I feel like the reason why Naziah came to me and she trusted me because I've been molested by myself by my own granddaddy when I was about 13. My mama's daddy, my mama tried to blow his head off when I
mm-hmm,
told her.
that's right, and she should have.
And Rain of Fire, everybody kept calling her fake. She had did a reading on me. I paid for it. And she said, have your whole family been molested? And that woman ain't never talked to me a day in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody calling her demonic. She lying. I said, that woman ain't lying. And I commented on one of her videos. I said, she ain't lying because I seen what Shannon did. And they said, what did Shannon do? And I told them what I saw, what Desire
Mm-hmm.
showed me that she wanted me to see. And Shane Rock asked me a question. He said, can you remember what she had on? I said, no. All I could tell you is what Naziah wanted me to see. And that's what Shannon did. And I seen Marquita, her twin, that looked just like her, standing on the side just looking at
I,
Shannon going back and forth with her.
her spirit heavy in here. I don't think she just came to you because you was SA. I think she came to you because of your gifts as well. You just got to know that your gifts is stronger than what you think they are. So for you to
Yeah,
pick
but,
her up,
I'm kind of hard headed, but
you
Rain of
got
Fire
this.
told me what to do. So I was going to ask you about the spiritual bath.
Yes, yes.
I
Remove
was
some
gonna do a
blockage.
spiritual cleanse. I want to ask you about the 2 caps of pneumonia and the 2 caps of bleach and the two, uh 2 caps of lemon juice and a half a cup of sea salt.
And that's what you call a real spiritual bath. That's that old school spiritual bath right there. That's that back in the day
You know,
spiritual bath.
Bobby, the spiritual teacher. I got that
No,
from him, and I said I want to try that out.
that's that. No, don't tear your cootie cat up. Just put a little tut tut. That's it. All
Yo,
right.
And he
wow.
said, he said, burn it. He said, burn the candle when you do it and tell spirit what you want.
So
So
you
that's what I was gonna do.
make sure you prep your bath ahead of time. And when you take a spiritual bath, a lot of people don't know when you're doing a cleansing bath and a spiritual bath, you simply want to wash your body regular how you wash up regular, and
Hmm.
then your bath should be already prepped. So before you do that, you get in the shower or tub, whatever you're going to do. This is your candle. Your candles to the side. Make sure you have a white candle because it's always for what? Protection, things of that sort. Unless it's gained to like love and something else. But you're doing protection. Have your bowl, rue, rosemary, mint. Those are strong herbs that you get good to remove stuff off the body. Take those herbs, fresh herbs. If you don't have fresh herbs and got the dry herbs, that's fine too. I like fresh herb because I like to get into it. When you put stuff into your hands and you manifest stuff in your hands, you're connecting to it. When you pray over
Okay.
it, you're connected to it. It's manifesting and it's awakening. So when you scrubbing them herbs in there, you tell them herbs what you wanted to use it for. You thank the herbs, you thank the waters, you thank everything, you thank all the elements.
And
You
you
take your
speaking to
kid.
the water. You speaking to the water, right?
I speak into the waters, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And you put that candle in there,
Drake is
counterclockwise.
shot. Look at him. He lost for word.
Yeah,
Counterclockwise.
let, let me let Miss Parker. Miss Parker want to build with y'all too. Slide in, Miss Parker.
Okay.
Hey, Kiana. Hey, Bree.
Hey,
Man,
honey,
shout
how
out
are
to
you?
Bree.
Tell
Bree,
me.
you brought so much closure to this tonight,
Oh, I'm
and
happy
I
for
mean in a
y'all.
positive direction because everything you saying, I've been heard this months
Mm-hmm.
ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't believe it because you just going by hearsay. You ain't there, but I believed it to be strong. My spirit don't let me down either when it comes to that.
Yes.
And you was right about Naziah. When she holds on to you, she really is
Mm-hmm.
strong. Her spirit is so strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about late nights with just earbuds in my ear, listening till I go to sleep, waking back up on it, and you just want to keep digging deep because it's so many pieces missing. And like you said, I liked how you said she's gonna let y'all know more because you know it is more. I've always felt like that. You know what I'm saying? And I said maybe after the trial, even after the trial with her, more things will come out eventually. And how you was kind of you and Kiwana touched on what happened to her. That's so on point and stuff. And I loved again how you even said how people don't want to hear that because nobody wants to hear that they love one is gone. Let's
No,
be honest.
no.
For the family, nobody wants the ones that do love her. They don't want to hear that she's gone. So I get not holding services and stuff like that because it sounds so selfish at the beginning because it's so much that happened to this baby and these other children. And there were so many demonic entities around them that they was in a losing battle altogether. It's like they didn't have a win in this situation.
No.
Nobody had a win in this situation, regardless if he wasn't in the picture. They still was growing up around predators within her family. So I just feel like Naziah never had a win and stuff like that. And I get what trauma brings pain, trauma brings confusion, trauma brings a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Mixed feelings that we'll never understand unless you've been essayed. And I
Yeah.
have, so I get the emotions in it. But
Mm-hmm.
I just be like, it's time for a change. We can try to stop this from happening to multiple children. If we could save another kid
Mm-hmm.
and another kid
Mm-hmm.
because you got to look at this man that's behind bars. He is a monster.
Oh, he gonna
One
get
beyond
his.
imagination, Bree. You know
He
what I'm
gonna get
saying,
his.
Jarvis? But you got to remember that those girls was monsters. Her auntie was a monster too.
They gonna get theirs too. Trust and believe me when I tell y'all that. One thing about spirit, and I want everybody to understand something about spirit. Spirit don't work for us. Spirit work on spirit time. But when spirit get busy, they don't stop. This is just like when people ask me to do stuff for them, they like, Bree, is it gonna work tomorrow? Don't rush spirit. Let spirit do what it does. Now, don't now you gotta make people be certain. Is this what you want? Say what you mean to mean what you say. And they be like, yeah, okay, don't call me. Talk about something, can I stop it? Because once it start working, it don't stop. One thing about unhappy spirits and spirits that don't rest, that little girl that's in the here, she gonna get her revenge. I promise you she is. I want everything I love. And it's gonna be on her time. And it ain't gonna be on our time. It's gonna be on her time. And we gonna all remember this live, this show. And I'm gonna be sitting back eating something. Talking about something told y'all. Cause she ain't playing.
And
She's not playing with.
she got the whole community behind her.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, they didn't have to do that, baby, like that.
No, not at all. And
When
here's
I
the
heard it, I said the same thing. And you right, Kiwana. She got people from all revenues. It's other content creators that speak about her. They do, and it's people in their section that love her too. You know what I'm saying? So she has started a movement that and you know, the thing about this movement is we don't see an Al Sharpton. Where's the Al Sharptons? Where's the Tyler Perrys? And where's the
Mm-mm.
um Taraji and stuff
Al
like that?
Sharpton is
You
a
know,
race
this is came
wrestler. He
from,
only come out when it's money time, when it's about money.
you
but you know, this is crazy how the content creators have made this so broaden this whole case along with the family members for real, you know. And
Y'all the reason why the world knew about the case, because I didn't even know about it.
yeah, I agree with you, Q. And the thing about it is, what bothers me about things like this, as we're sitting here right now, there are children that are getting assaulted right now,
mhm,
literally, repeatedly. I'm talking about babies that's crying for help, but ain't nobody coming to their rescue. Right now, as we sitting on this panel, do y'all remember the story that just happened with the? I don't know if y'all familiar with it. The mom put the baby in the trunk and drove her to Maryland.
No, I ain't
She
heard
pulled
about that
over.
one.
She pulled over in Delaware. She was up here with me in Delaware, and she tried to pretend like somebody kidnapped her daughter.
Yeah, somebody sent me that case, but I didn't get a chance to get to it.
So I'll give you a brief synopsis. So you gotta pay attention to spirit sometimes, you know. So it was 333, which is witch hour. So I'm up and I'm like, well, what y'all trying to tell me? And sure enough, I'm going on my phone and I see the mom. It was an Amber Alert. Mom says somebody kidnapped the daughter, maybe like 3 or 4, something like that. kidnapped the daughter while she went to get out. She supposedly got out the car on the highway on the shoulder. The baby was throwing a tantrum to go get the baby, and somebody came up, took the baby, and pulled off with a lady in the car. Some crazy nonsense. So instantly, I was like, "Well, damn." And then I said, "That baby ain't that baby. No, she did that, and there was a guy with her." Next morning, sure enough, the guy and her had something to do with it. But guess what it was? Why I woke up at 3:33. The baby was passing my house in a trunk with the mom to Merlin. So she was trying to tell me she was in a trunk. And then that's when she told me she was in the woods in the dirt. And sure enough, the next day, they found her in a suitcase in the woods in the dirt. So that goes to say, the stronger you get, Q, the more aware you get. But everybody got this. Them gifts is strong within you. Because for you to lead to this point, for Parker, for anybody else that's on this type of time, but the NAZIYAH case to me, I think she's a beautiful spirit and she's a beautiful girl. And I can't wait till she gets to do what she wants to do. She holds dear tight to her baby, by the way. Um,
Yes.
she's very dear with her baby, very close, because she feel like that's the only thing she has. That's her sense of comfort and peace. So keep resonating her. The more we resonate her, the more she
Let
comes
me
alive. Go ahead.
let me slide it for 1 second. My bad, everybody. Appreciate this super sticker, Tamara, Charlotte Stewart, Evelyn, Rhapsody, Blended Healing. Big shout out to Blended Healing. Blended Healing says gratitude and thank you, Shank, for opening up your platform for this type of conversation. Because see, once again, before I was closed-minded when it came to this. I don't want to hear
Mm-hmm.
that shit. You know what I mean? And
You
then
good?
when I started to, I said it and I said it again, when I started covering these cases,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they spot on. And then when the Katie Scott case came, I done the demonstration. I said, Eva, Aunt Bree had something to do with this goddamn case, or Eva, Aunt Bree is spot on. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole. And when I started that demonstration, people were coming in my chat and saying, Shank, Bree, she solved a case before. Her track record speak for herself. Woo, 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 woo. And then I was like, my barber was talking, and my barber said, Shank, if Aunt Bree had something to do with it, black people. Why would she come out and
Mm-hmm.
lead everybody to
That's
Tater's
very.
remains if she had something to do with it? I said,
Mm-hmm.
man, get off of my platform, you funky ass spirits. Get away from here, you funky ass spirits. But so then when you came up and you done the other thing, see what you done brought to my damn platform, Aunt Bree. You brought those funky ass spirits to my platform. Get away, get away. But
Yes.
I like a joke sometimes. But on a
No,
serious
you
note,
fine.
the spiritual readings be spot on.
Mm-hmm.
The spiritual
I,
readings be
I
spot on.
agree.
Y'all
I
can come
agree
back
the
in.
real deal. So when y'all
Let me
had
tell
that
y'all
interview
something. Y'all
yesterday, I
know,
saw her
Q,
through the screen.
and Parker know. This is a bittersweet right here. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. And one thing about me, I wake up with these people in my house. I go to sleep with these people in my house. These people walk my house more than I walk my damn house. And like at the end of the day, you just gotta accept for what it is. You got to accept of who you are. Embrace your gifts. Don't run from your gifts. The more you run from your gifts, the more they're gonna come to you. You will get sick, you will have blockage because you're not embracing what's for you. So that's what you and ground yourself. Grounding is simply taking time to understand who you are and accepting it. That's all.
Now
It's all you can do.
let me slide in one more time. So you see the chat, you got the chat lit. They want to know. I think it's one of your people mentioned the fee that you charge for,
Look at you.
you know,
You freezing. Q, you move, Q. You can move.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
He's
But I,
talking, but he froze.
but I knew you was
Those damn
real because when
funky
you
ass
did the interview
spirits.
with him, I felt you through the
My
phone.
platform
Y'all did my little interview. I
Oh,
felt you
Q.
through the phone.
Oh, I love you,
and
baby.
went from funky hoes.
We don't see you, but
See,
you
let me
frozen, Shank. You need to cleanse this. It's a cleanse that need to go on here. What I got over here? Cause you're doing freezing up.
let's do this. Let me punish the chat. Now,
Ooh.
now, everybody, y'all get mad at those funky ass spirits for me putting the chat on punishment. For all of y'all that don't know, this is Jarvis's stable of funky ass hoes. Now it's because of the spirits that I'm putting the chat on punishment.
Who is this lady with these
How you
lashes?
like that? That's the lady that inappropriately. That's the lady that inappropriately touched Jarvis, the uncle, when he was 13.
Well, we know something happened to him because he's lost it. She looks sick anyway.
And then the other ones, those are some of his women that's in his stable. The
What?
uncle, Jarvis.
All of them look crazy as hell. Look at the aunt. She's
He went for
horrible.
the ones that had the lowest self esteem, so
See,
he could
that's
do what he wanted
exactly what it
to.
is, Q. That's exactly what it is. He knew just how to go at him.
Can I ask Brie a question?
Go ahead, baby. You can ask me
Brie, can
anything.
you kind of look at that picture? Shane, could you show her the baby mothers again? Not to punish the chat. Can you see the third one at the top with the glasses, Latricia
Uh huh.
Johnson? Her preliminary was way off. And you said something interesting, like something was left behind. They moved sloppy, and in her car was
Mm.
her son allegedly found the glasses, Naziya's
Mm.
glasses, and was playing with
Mm.
them. And
Mm.
she said that because he used her car that night. That's the car that was used allegedly to be by the water. The late night hours that he was by the water and stuff that was in her car. And her story was just so inconsistent because she said the next day the car was at work. He took first she said she doesn't even use that car. She uses her mother's car. But yet when he used that car that she doesn't use, she waited till the next day for him to bring it back. Cause she said she had to take her son to school. So if you had to take your son to school and you don't use that car, why not take him to school and come back and wait for your car? You get what I'm saying? And
She knows what's going on with him, but she only knows what he told her. She doesn't know everything, but she knows what he told her at the time, and now she really knows based upon, I guess, the cases. So she's trying to protect her ass at the same time, but I don't feel like she's more so like the aunts. She's more so in tune with him because he has them under a spell. I'm gonna just tell y'all that now. All of them are under a spell. Um, she definitely know. She knew she was giving him that car to use it for something that wasn't right, is what I'm gonna say. Um, that's the piece I'm missing where I said something was left behind. I think it's more than that, just left behind. It's something out there. I'm telling you, besides those glasses. It's something out there. It's overlooked. Y'all talking about a case that's 2 years old. So that would have to be one of those situations where you just happen to be outside and you just walking past and kick your shoe and you're like, "What's this?" Like, and it's old as hell, like something like that. Um,
Will it be her necklace that she wore in the video?
is that what it is?
Yeah, I believe that's what I picked up, but I ain't want to
Because
say
you
it.
heard what I said earlier. I was like, it's like a hair tie or something connected to that. Maybe it's that. Is that what it is?
That's what I'm getting, that necklace.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably you wouldn't even recognize it in the same light. And I think that's what we go wrong too, because we still trying to picture stuff as if it's fresh. Now picture a necklace 2 years later, outside through the rain, the storms, all of that. The necklace is probably torn to pieces. She keep flying. She giving y'all hints. Y'all see her, right? And she
But
ain't
I
do that the
also
whole
been getting
damn
this
time.
feeling that they need to go
Look
to
at
that
her.
old house and go look in that backyard.
She giving y'all signs. She keep now y'all stay here and see me on this live. She ain't moved one damn time for a long minute till we just said this. Pay attention. That baby spirit strong as hell. I'm trying to tell you her spirit strong.
Let me ask you this though, Bree. How do you maintain with all the spirits? Like, is it because you seem to be like me? You got a sense of humor. You know, you got your serious side, but then you got your sense of humor. Do you be laughing at them? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, the bad spirits. Do you be laughing at them?
Hell yeah. They be trying to come in here and take over my damn house sometimes. I'm like, get your ass up out of here.
Yeah,
You ain't coming in
yeah,
here. I
yeah.
got pictures with spirits stuck in my phone from being in my house. I said, you got to get the hell up out of here, bro. Like, this ain't your crib. This is my crib.
And let me say this to Q. And Q, your ass want to get to her level. Is you ready?
Yeah,
Q
Is
seems
you
like he
ready?
Q ready.
yeah, Freddie.
Q ready.
You know my grandma. She practicing voodoo too, but I don't do that crazy mess. My family strong in voodoo as well.
Well, Shank Rock's funky ass is fine at this level that he's at. Miss Parker, you want to go to that level where Bree at?
I run for mines. I've
All
always
right,
had. Bree's
all right.
right. I don't want to. I don't want to hear anything. I've always ran like. I always tell Shank Rock. Sometimes Bree, when I first met him, I said sometimes, and I said just this to him. Sometimes I see things happening before they happen. I said I
Mm,
can't say who's gonna say what
mm,
exactly, but I see it. So one night I had this strong epiphany. I was like, it's going down tonight. He said, what? I told him. And when we looked at TV, it happened just the way I said it happened. And I've
mm,
even told the team some things. Like my team, I said, this is what's going to happen. And I was like, and I always say, y'all never listen to me. Because I always see it like before it happens, but it's just something I just don't get into. That's why I never doubted when I hear you Candace Star or Rain of Fire or Kiwana speak, because I get it. It's just something that I'm not trying to embrace, and
You probably
that's just
why
you
it.
probably
why
get
do you
it
feel
too.
like that, Parker? Why you
Um,
run away from it?
I'm scared more than anything.
And you know
I'm
they see
scared
it
more than
more.
anything. And
You
I
know they
gotta be
more scared
honest,
of
I'm
you.
scary. I'm scary. So I just rather not. Like when it hits me, it hits me. And I'll tell Shank certain things. This done happen numerous occasions. I was like,
Hmm.
hey, one of them feelings I go downstairs, I said, this is what's gonna happen tonight.
Yeah, yeah, let me slide in. Like that time, your ass froze up right in front of me. I told her funky ass, I said, leave that shit alone. Miss Parker was like this, y'all. I'm gonna let her tell y'all the story because she can remember better than me. She was like this for a good 30 seconds.
So
Oh
I
My
got to
yeah.
funky
let
ass, hold up, my funky ass looking at her like this. Mad, mad as a mug. And when her funky ass came out of wherever the hell her funky ass went to, I laid her funky ass out. Tell that story, Miss Parker. Tell that story.
so I am into certain things.
Hmm.
Especially teleporting. I've
Oh, you
always
teleport. That's good.
I always looked
Oh,
into it.
Lord.
I
Oh,
so
mercy.
I'm in the room. I got it dark, and it's like put this because I'm like what I don't have the proper stuff, so I'm googling. I'm googling. Okay, do this right. So boom, I do it. I use my Bluetooth speaker. I'm getting the frequencies. I'm doing everything that it's telling me to do. So the crazy part about it is I'm in here and I don't fucked up. I knew
Mm-hmm.
I did something I had no business fucking with. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
And instantly, this light, it's like the ceiling is kind of opening just a little bit, not
Mm-hmm.
much. Cause I see the light from the Bluetooth speaker hit the ceiling. So that's when my eyes go up. And I said, fuck, I
Mm-hmm.
messed up. I get the strength to go downstairs to tell Shank Rock because I'm scared. I know I done fucked up. I'm doing something I have no business doing. This is what happens when you're messing with shit you have no business that
Yep.
you don't know about. And so I'm looking up all of this. I'm looking up the Antarctica stuff. I'm looking at the general and when this everybody disappeared from the ship, the everything that happened. And when it came back, everybody it's like they went through a portal. So boom. I run downstairs. I'm like, and it's like as I'm going down the steps, I'm freezing. I'm not
Oh,
moving as fast as I felt like I should be moving. It seemed like it took me
you went too far
20,
back.
20 minutes to get to Shane.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? I felt tugging. So Shankrock knew he gave me this look like, what the fuck you done did? But
Mm-hmm.
by the time I'm realizing that I've made it to Shank, I'm coming out of a daze. Like it
Park,
was
you
like
ain't
I
come
was
no
gone. It
rounds.
was like I was gone away from here as fast as I got back. But to me, I was moving slow.
Yep. You went way back. You went back in the time like the old school way back.
I cried and I cried, Bree. I
Oh.
cried and I cried because I was scared.
You better
You know
stop
what I'm
being
saying?
scared.
Yeah, I was scared and I even did a live on it and I privated the live. Like I didn't even keep it up and I was just like, and I told my sister, right, that be doing
Mm-hmm.
tarot cards. I told her and instantly she hung up. She's like, I don't mess with that dark shit. Keep it over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. And I hadn't talked to her in months.
You got to deal with the dark. I said that on the
Oh
She,
second
hell,
live last time.
oh, he
hell
cussed me out
no.
so bad. He
Yeah,
cussed me out so bad.
let me read
You
this
just gotta
super chat.
balance the two. You gotta
Let me read
balance
this
both of
super
them.
chat.
You
Hold up,
can't
y'all.
have dark without light, Parker. You can't have light without dark.
No, don't tell her that, Bree, because her ass gonna be tapped into that dark shit. She mess around and have my funky ass in some jars. We ain't doing that dark shit. Let me read this super chat. Shank, you have done the dang thing with this live tonight. Your funky ass got my earth angel
I'm
wings.
cracking up.
Appreciate this super chat, Earth Angel. Nah, y'all, we gonna get away from that dark shit because I ain't gonna be in no jars. You know that level that Bree on. She know how to put a motherfucker in some jar. Hell, no, no,
I'll
no.
just do the jars. I make dolls out of people. I put soap in
Oh hell,
people. I was teaching y'all them on live last night on Instagram how to use a beef tongue to shut people up. I don't be playing. I be fucking people up,
y'all
Shank.
see this? Y'all see this? I'm gonna come to Q. I'm gonna come to you one more time, Q. This the level you want to take your ass to? Come on, Q.
Yeah,
And look at Q. Yeah,
You
look
like,
at
yup.
Q. Yeah,
You
yeah.
with the shit.
Shh.
That's right, Q.
but I'm glad that
What?
both of us open your eyes so you can have an understanding of what medium shit really is.
Yeah. You can't help who you are. Like that's just like
And
one
don't
of
be
them
surprised,
Marvel.
Frank, they play this video and try after all the truth come out. Drivers take that plea deal, they play this video back, play all your videos, because that's exactly what they're gonna do.
I don't need no more of that platform type shit. I just, I'm tired of that shit. Like, you
You
know what I'm
there
saying?
now, Bree? You gonna have everybody. You gonna have everybody wanting you on their channel now. You there?
Long as they get my people right, I need to get everybody back their food stamps, get them big ass houses, give us all our rights. They need to give us everything we own. Then I'm cool.
Bree, can I ask you one more question before we
Mm-hmm.
leave? Um, so the second time that NAZIYAH was moved, Jarvis was allegedly in jail per
Mm-hmm.
my people and my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was another guy that I was told that was there, but they couldn't give a name and it wasn't the guy that he worked with. That's the crazy part. It wasn't the actual guy that everybody
Yeah,
thinks he is. It's another guy that's involved that worked at the shop. And which shop he worked at with them, I don't know, but he actually worked with them and stuff. But did you see who did you get a vision of, was it a male or a female that
I
was
did
the
pick up it was a male, but I didn't get a vision. Like I said, I knew she didn't do that by herself, and I knew it was somebody that helped her. And when I said helped her, I knew I say male because dead body. I don't care how much they weigh. Like I said before, dead body is a dead body. There's weight on it. But she did. He did call home and spoke in code. You understand what I'm saying?
yes,
So
yes,
he could tell her because she's slow. So he could tell her what to do and how to do things. That's where the sloppy part coming in. And
yes,
that's what Q coming at about the chain. And that's when they said to the waters. Because that's first of all, that's get out of mediumship. That's logic, common sense, what most people gonna do. To the waters. That's number one go to the waters. But she simply wanted you to know how that went down. Dirt, water. And that's how it. So in between that dirt and that water, something's out there that's still hers. Now, we done had a whole season change since she transitioned. Now, it's just simply going to take that one person that's going to be skipping through something and you see something that resonates to hers. That's it. Far as the guy, didn't pick up no visions or nothing like that yet. No. Something come to me, I definitely let y'all know, but I definitely know it's a male that's involved that helped the aunt.
yes. It is. It is. It is, and that's what I got too.
Mm-hmm.
That he's the one who got word and did some
Mm-hmm.
moving. And it is a text. It is allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly. It is
Mm-hmm.
allegedly a text out there because you said something about how he was moving sloppy, and you said something that was spot on because nobody has seen it, but it is allegedly that there's a text, and he asked her, did she was she sure she got rid of everything from
Mm.
Jarvis to the auntie?
How
And
did
you
he
did
text her?
mention, I don't know how it happened, but
You talking
it
about
has been alleged.
the uncle
Yes,
that
and you mentioned that. You mentioned something about he asked the auntie, had she did she you just mentioned
yeah
that somebody had did
yeah
ask somebody about, did they make sure everything was gone?
yeah that was him.
And
That's
that
what.
is
Hmm.
alleged that before you ever came around, that had been alleged that there was a message out there like that.
Yeah, for sure he did. He communicated with her a couple of times about that. He wanted to cross the T's and dot his I's because he can't do it himself. He's incarcerated. So he knows she's slow. The aunt's slow. I'm not being smart
Hmm.
when I say that. I picked her up. She's very slow. So he basically, he's master of manipulation when it comes to her. So like he knew how to. She obeyed. Put it like that. Anything he said, she jumped. Ha ha. That's what it was. But she needed him in order to move forward in life. You understand what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
her. That's the go to. Like that's her clutch. So she waited for him to come home, call, and he directed things. Now you say he text, so I know they be having the jail the little text pad things they got in
Yeah, we
jail
just
now.
never heard how it went, how between a text, a regular text message, or what, or from a jail call. I don't know, but it was alleged that that was said, and you did hit that on the money because
Mm-hmm.
that was said.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And whoever he told her to grab that guy. So it's somebody they know. He
Hmm.
said, "Go get such and such,"
Hmm.
and they came back, and that's how they went to move forward. Cause her fat ass can't. No, she ain't doing it by herself.
Hmm.
That's
Did you
that's the.
see this happening in a house or a shop or the shop?
I don't. My vision don't go back that far. I only started like right there where the gate is at. But I'm pretty sure when I lay down tonight, cause she's gonna make me know where she's at. She was at. And I told y'all I'll be calling y'all. Like, but right now my vision only picked up, and my vision picked this up in the summertime. I only picked up the dog, the gate, her. Today I
And you
picked
know
up.
what's crazy, Bree?
Mm-hmm,
That you keep mentioning the gate. If
mm-hmm,
everybody remembers when Jarvis called King, the partner that he worked with at the shop, he was like, "You got the keys to the gate."
Mm,
Because I kept saying there's no gate in the shop. If
mm,
everybody remembers, It was just a regular door. It was a regular door with a lock on it. It's not a gate.
Mm.
A gate is something that you open and you shut. You know what I'm saying? A gate is different from a door with locks on it. But Jarvis definitely called home to the partner from jail and said, "You got the keys to the gate." And
So is it
nobody could ever understand what gate he was talking about.
so is it a house that they had or something?
I don't know,
I know
but he
that
just
aunt was up here earlier. She was saying about something. She know that house or something like that. If I'm
no,
not
it's just
mistaken.
crazy. It's just funny that you keep mentioning a gate, and that Jarvis himself came out of his mouth and said that the partner had keys to a gate.
Yeah, I don't know why this baby keep wanting me to see this gate, but wherever this gate is at, it's near the water. So this house with this gate, this is what I vision. I don't know what y'all house is like in Baltimore, but it reminds me. Y'all know what shotgun houses are? Y'all been to
That's
New
gonna be
Orleans?
Detroit. That's gonna be in Detroit, Bree.
Okay, so I see a shotgun house, and I see the back. I see the gate. I see her under the dirt under the gate. Y'all got what I'm saying?
Yes.
That dog was going to sniff her out one way or another, but that's not why. That's not what happened. What happened was he got locked up. Somebody got sloppy, and I guess that's the part where y'all talking about with the glasses or something like that. I don't know. Um, he talking cold to her. He tell her to go get whoever, and they go back and do something. All this gonna come out. This gonna come out eventually. He's not taking a full rape by himself. I promise y'all that. He's not gonna do that. He's tired of getting sexually assaulted in jail and all the above. He's not gonna take that by himself.
But I appreciate that because it brings extra,
No, you
yeah.
welcome, baby.
Thank you.
But
Thank you, Q, too. Go
he
ahead,
You
has
Bree.
welcome.
mental issues. He has mental issues real bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. Like I'm talking childhood mentally effed up.
Cause he
And
was he was inappropriately touched. He was inappropriately touched at 13 by
mm-hmm.
the lady with the lashes.
Well, you could tell she looked like she smoked cigarettes and just sit around, drink liquor, and do nasty shit.
Mhm.
I read her that fast. But hmm. You got a resonator. Got a resonator. That's what you gotta do. She around us. Her spirit is very strong. I
Yeah.
think we all be okay if we start learning that. So, and please, Parker, don't be afraid of your gifts. Accept your gifts. The more you run from, them, the more they're gonna come to you. Don't tear Shank up in the house, please. Make sure.
You
He'll really
just
be scared of me now, Bree.
yeah.
He gonna be tiptoeing here, Miss Parker. You okay, Miss Parker? That's why I'm here. But he was walking the room, so
Yeah.
yeah. But thank you, Bree.
You
It
welcome, my
just it.
love, for sure,
I
for
want to go
sure.
look into some stuff. What you saying? What you said. Um,
Yeah.
Rain of Fire has
All right.
also mentioned some of the stuff that you and Q said.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and other people has mentioned the same thing. So um, it's more
Yes.
enlightening. So I want to kind of look into some stuff and kind of go back through some stuff tomorrow. And thank y'all so much. Thanks, Shank, for allowing me up.
You welcome.
All right, Miss Parker now. All right. You just see y'all don't know what y'all just started. Y'all just don't
It's
know
going
what
down, Shaky.
y'all started. Yes.
Y'all want to hear something funny over here in my house? My
Mm.
husband does voodoo, and I work with herbs too, but I do hoodoo and I do a little bit of voodoo. So we like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith in here with the herbs and root work. So when we met each other,
Lord have mercy. Lord. Lord
yep.
have mercy.
He like, what you gonna put me in the jar? You gonna put me in the jar? You know how to do shit too. Yeah, I don't know if y'all paid attention. There was some drawers sitting up there right there. I moved them because I'm like,
Oh, Lord have
get your ass,
mercy.
nigga. But no, we be playing around. We don't do that to each
I'm
other.
Now you get
gonna ask
now you get to
I'm gonna ask
understand the
you
time.
Hi,
I'm
what you
gonna
say,
ask
Q?
you again, Q. let me ask you again. You sure you won't get to that level that Bree is at?
Well, like she said, I got a gift. I can't run from it.
That's right, Q. Don't run from your gifts. And they start getting stronger. Shank gonna tap in eventually. He playing.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. I don't look, y'all can educate me. I'm all for that. Y'all can, yeah, I'm all for that, but I ain't going to none of that. I don't want it. No, 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 no. All right. So y'all just keep me where I'm at. All right.
All right.
All right, Q.
All
All
right.
right, Bree.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm
Q,
just glad you got to
you
see
want help?
our side of what medium shit really is, because a lot of people like to judge it because we don't have all the details. But like I said, the vision that I saw is what she gave me.
Mm-hmm. And you're absolutely on point. See, one thing about mediumship, so all of us, we're not going to get the same vision exactly how we get it, but you see how we piece things, the same pieces come up in different ways. That's
Yep.
what it is. That's all it is.
And that's
Yeah.
why I said at the end of the video when I did the part 1 or part 2 with Shank, I told Shannon she might as well come out and turn herself in because I know the truth and
Oh
she know the
yeah,
truth
for
because I
sure,
seen
for sure. I don't even know how she's still floating. To be honest, I really don't. But then
She's
I
pretty
can't say that because my niece case, it's just some shit that's just gonna float for the rest of the
well. I
authorities.
do.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do know that they belong to a church, or I think they got kicked out of the church. I can't remember. I think but I knew they grew up in this church.
Mm.
So they were around, the same atmosphere. So maybe that's why they're protected. Don't know. But I do know
I
it's
don't
a
think the
church.
church protecting their ass. Churches to get you out of their feds. They talk about you feds.
Yeah.
I think the church kicked them out, like you said, based upon they probably knew stuff before this even hit. You know how people talk in church. Sister such and such and sister such and such. They done talked about. You know how they go. I just think she just want to make sure everybody gonna find out. Now I'm in tune. I want to know what's going on. You know what I mean? So I want to hear because now I like to prove myself wrong sometimes. So I like to watch and see
Right.
what's going on.
Messiah, she her spirit very strong. She gonna
Oh,
come to you.
she already came. That's the point. She been
Yeah.
here all night. Now
Yeah.
that little baby is gonna let me go to sleep because there'll be other people in here. To know is to know. You got the veil to see it, you'll see it. But I was raised not to fear spirits.
Yeah.
You can't fear them. You can't fear that. And listen,
Like I said, like you just said, we didn't all had the same visions, but it basically putting the pieces of the puzzle together and
Yep,
everything leading back to Shannon, whether people like it or not, they all need to be up under the jail.
yep. Y'all seen that show with them witches or something? This black women. It's on one of them networks, it's like a reality show or something. I don't know. People ask me about them. I said it's about one or two on there that's real. At the end of the day, mediums like us, Q gonna have her way. I'm gonna have my way. Parker gonna have her way, and whoever else gonna have their way. But that one link is gonna all come back and surface, and that's the good thing about having different mediums because everybody can give a take what they see and how they see it, but it still comes back to that one link. People think visions is like, I see this bottle of water. Here it go right here. No, it don't work like that. You see a black cat, water spilt over there. You got to put it together. So I love everybody that's in this this show. I can leave
Yeah,
I'm
you.
glad.
because you turned them out. Let me read this from Earth Angel. Earth, Earth Angel says someone they know has been burning candles to keep the truth hidden. She
Mm,
showed me that too.
mm. Somebody playing with root work, Earth. That's what it's given. You heard what I said. Burn on white candles. Since they burning, it's time for everybody else to start burning. That's how you gotta do it. I'll
I'm gonna
burn
go
one
get
for
me
us.
some. I'm gonna go get me some next week. Do my spiritual bath.
Yes. And hit me up, Q. I'll tell you what to get and use.
Okay,
That's
I'll hit you up on TikTok.
uh-huh. Yep, sure. Please do.
And I
You
will,
know.
for everybody that wants Bree's information, I'll put it in on the replay gang in the comment section. I'll put our Instagram handle on the in the comment section, y'all. So
Don't be thinking I'm gonna get to y'all overnight. It's a billion people in them in them DMs and
and
inboxes. Q, I know what you look like, but yes.
and they're gonna be bugging me, Shank. Can you hit Bree up? Shank. I tried to get at Bree, but she won't answer me. That's how they
I
gonna
do
do me, watch.
answer. I answer. I just try to go in orders and respectfully to get to everybody. Because it's a lot of people. And I'll be like, all right, this week I'm going to do this section. This week I'm going to do this section. And that's how I be doing it. But definitely get to everybody. I want everybody to grow. Yeah, I'm getting off your life. Shank, I'm going to bed.
You said you going to bed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm praying that these babies get a documentary including your cousin. I'm praying that they get a documentary because they deserve it. Because the people need to know the truth about their story.
Yeah, they need to know the truth. And I think they shed light on other kids that's out there as well and other people as well. But you know, that funeral tomorrow, I'm not even, people like, you going, my son want me to come, but I ain't a people's person, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay outside. As long as he cool, go in there, pay your respects with the funerals is for the living to me. So whatever makes you feel comfortable, though, I respect it. But I'll be outside, ready to go home.
Well, Bree, as always, it's a pleasure. You always blesses my panel. Any last words for you get out of it? I gotta leave Q for last because when I give Q the last words, Q go on and on. She start talking about shit that don't even got nothing to do with this. But let me say Q for
I ain't gonna
last.
do you like that tonight.
Any last words, Bree?
Just peace, love, and light. That's all. Keep y'all heads on a swivel. Don't forget who you are. A lot of us do. Remember who you are, and just I like the unity of how we come together because I ain't seen this in so long. And the longer as we do that, we're gonna be all right as a tribe. That's all I got to say. So
All right, appreciate you, Bree. Until next time, I'll bring you back over here. All right.
Yes. All right. Good night, y'all.
All right. And I'm gonna put Bree's information in the comment section. All right, Q. Take 30 minutes to get out your final words. Come on, Q.
Well, first I want to send my love and light to Kenya King because she was up there crying, and I kind of feel bad for her because she shouldn't be going through that. And I'm happy that Bree finally gave her answer. She looked at my videos from yesterday. I gave her an answer. The pieces of the puzzles coming together, and all I got to say to Shannon was, "Done in the dark, always come to the light. Can't run from the truth." And this was a good show, and I appreciate your time, Shank. Sorry I came late.
Nah, you good. I love it when you come up.
But I appreciate it. But like I said, don't be surprised if they be playing this video during the trail when Jarvis tell it, because he sure gonna tell it.
All right, Q. Appreciate you.
All right.
Let's give it up for Q, Bree, and Miss Parker, and Kenya as well. Once again, tomorrow, make sure y'all join me at 3 p.m. for Table Talk with Sister Selena. We will be chopping it up about relationships. Would you give up your religion for your significant other? Would you convert to a religion for your significant other? Remember, everybody, it's always justice for NAZIYAH Harris, also justice for Kata Scott. Salute, everybody. I will leave the chat running, and I'll see y'all back tomorrow. Salute, everybody. The Shank Rock is the wave of the future. diagrams that I have up. Where did this go wrong at?
Remember, we didn't know this happened to her.
Oh. That's how they figured out she was pregnant.
Around 3 o'clock that morning, I got random text messages and it was just pictures of her and the other little girl. I thought it was strange.
I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out.
Tinted window screaming after law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me.
1998, they tried to throw the book at me.
Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a nigga dick. I got a thoroughbred who loves to call me pretty daddy. Through Alabama, getting hit in a pink caddy when I come through. Everybody knows me, the young niggas love me. They call me, they OG. Go and do your homework about the shit that I spit. They gon' tell you that nigga Shank is legit. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. I eat a chicken box before I play a game of spades.
Can I get some ketchup?
Half is sweet tea mixed with lemonade. Some brown liquor with a Coke to sharpen up my skills. I switch lanes cause I only fuck with the real. Now she's a winner, so I got to keep her on my team. Plus I'm a real one, so I'll never ever sell her dreams. You wanna know if I'll quit or if I'll stop? But they say it ain't over till your casket drops. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane.